Hi and welcome to my channel, Selena Style Designs. I'm Selena, an interior designer and stylist based in Sydney. Over the last few months, pretty much since July last year actually, I've been furniture flipping and I've been loving every minute of it. I've really been able to experiment with different styles and colours, and I've had so much fun, and it's been an interesting journey seeing what furniture items come my way and the customers and the people that I sell to. So this channel is all about sharing my journey and process into how I furniture flip and source furniture items, and also do a bit of room makeovers and client styling spaces. So if this is something you're interested in, subscribe to my channel because I've got some amazing videos coming up. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I transformed this amazing dresser that I found from Facebook Marketplace. This was only $50, can you believe it? It has amazing original brass cup pulls that once I saw, I knew I had to have. But this piece is actually going to be going into my guest room, which I'm transforming into my office as well. So I need something that has a bit of a dual purpose. So this piece is going to be a storage item, but still looks like a dresser that would be befitting to a bedroom. So with this piece, because it has that really lovely cup pull, I'm going to go for a coastal look. And when you see this room makeover, you'll see how it fits in the context of that. So for today's video, I'm just going to show you the process of this makeover. So let's get into it. My first step in furniture flipping and refinishing items is always to sand the top. I really love to be able to show and highlight the timber grain, so exposing the timber top with some sanding is the best feature that I love working on. I'm just using an 80 grit sandpaper here, and then this was actually a bit stubborn, so it did take me sort of about an hour just to remove all the top of it off, but I eventually got there and then moved on to a 240 grit to completely give it that really smooth feeling. I run my hand over the surface of the timber, that way I can feel if I've completely gone over it and it's completely smooth. So the next step is moving on to priming my timber. I always make sure I condition it beforehand because I want to make sure I get a natural, even absorption of the timber stain. This step is optional, but I do find that this gives me a stronger quality finish. Now I'm just removing the hardware and making sure that I've got it in a Ziploc bag, so I've got all the screws and the hardware all together. And I'm just giving it a light scuff sand with an 80 grit just to make sure that I've got a smooth surface to paint on. Now we're going to move on to cleaning. Cleaning your furniture piece is really vital to make sure that the paint adheres beautifully to the timber, so make sure you don't skip this step if you want that beautiful painted finish. We can now move on to staining the timber. Whitewash is one of my go-to timber stains. It really reduces the yellowness and warmth of a timber piece, but it still highlights the subtle textures and tones of the timber. So at this point, I completely forgot to put my camera on and record me painting the first coat. I didn't mind the coloring that I made, but as it was drying, it did look a lot darker. So I scrapped that color and decided to add a bit more white into my paint base and really lighten it up, because I really wanted to have the cup pulls as being a feature. And if it was too dark, it was going to blend in too much of the coloring. So I decided to go a bit lighter. And you can see when I paint later on that there's quite a big difference between what the old color was and the new one. Here I'm just using some hemp oil to condition the timber, and I love using this fusion hemp oil as it gives it a really lovely matte sheen and it really just highlights the timber grain really nicely. And now I can move on to my second last step in protecting my dresser. So here I'm just using some wax and just rubbing it on. I find that this gives it a nice matte sheen and it really does protect my porous chalk paint as well. And because this is going to be in my bedroom and it potentially is going to be moved around a bit, I do want to make sure it does have a protective coating on it. Now we're moving on to the last step, reattaching the hardware, and we're done. Stylish furniture doesn't have to break the bank, and I'm here to show you through my furniture flipping transformation, room makeovers, and interior styling tips that anyone can achieve a beautiful home. In today's case, this dresser only cost me $50, and with materials maybe costing me $20, I already had the sanding pads, the paint, and the finish, that this didn't really cost me anything but my time. And all up, this probably took me about 4.5 hours all up, and now I have a really beautiful, stylish furniture item that will last for a very long time to come. If you want to learn more tips about how you too can create a stylish home, don't forget to like and subscribe. So thanks for watching and see you next time.